So today we're doing Mazurka by Cornelius Gurlitt. And Gurlitt was a German composer, and he wrote this really fun piece. So I think one of the hardest parts in this piece can be the rhythms, because it starts with a dotted eighth note and then a 16th note, with that rhythm repeated a lot, and then it goes to straight eighth notes. So it can be easy to try to swing those and keep those in the dotted eighth note and 16th note rhythm, but just making sure that rhythm is correct can be kind of tricky. So a good way to practice that is clapping, just starting by clapping the rhythms. To make sure you're following through with all of those. And it can be kind of hard just to do it on your own, so when you're practicing, to do it with a metronome. So you can put a metronome on the quarter note or even the eighth note to help you hit every eighth note when you're playing it straight on the eighth note, and when it's not straight, to play it afterwards. But that can be a great way to practice it before you play it. So you're playing with the correct rhythms, and then when you're even playing it, you can try it with a metronome too. But just being aware of this rhythm can be kind of tricky, so practicing that rhythm will be really good. This piece also has some right hand runs in measure 3, measure 7, measure 17. So just practicing those really slow, just loud and clear to make sure your fingers have those, and then afterwards speeding it up. So like, and you can practice all of them just like that, like 3 times a day. So you 3 times a day measure 5, 3 times a day measure 7, 3 times a day measure 17, or however many times you feel like you need. But those runs will get easier as you practice them, and that way when you come to them in the music, it's not going to be a huge challenge. Another hard part is the left hand is playing this G chord, G, B, F, and it plays it quite a few times. And then in measure 7, it switches to G, D, and F. So your third finger changes to a second finger. So it looks pretty similar, the chord. So making sure you're ready to switch to that chord, from that to that. So you can circle that, just be aware of that when you're playing, because it sets you up for the next chord, the C and E in measure 8. And then the dynamics are really good to focus on this piece. It has some crescendos, decrescendos. There's a little ritardando in measure 11, ending 12. So being aware of that. And another tricky thing in this piece is there's some rests with the right hand that you could want to hold out a little bit longer. It's actually rest. So making sure you're resting while you play the left hand. So again, clapping can help if you're going da da da, rest, da da da, rest. Making sure you're resting on those rests, and then you can hear that left hand clear without the right hand hanging over during those rests. So, and you can circle those rests if that helps, just to be able to play that right. So this is Mazurka.